Hello everyone, this is the Library Board, Franklin Township Library Board of Trustees meeting. It is Wednesday, December 27th, 2023. Meeting is being held via Zoom. I will call the meeting to order, and we'll start with a pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, also known as the Sunshine Law. Schedule and notification of this meeting have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have also been posted in the library's vestibule and are available at the reference desk. I'd like to call the roll now. Agnes Kulabanya?
Yes.
Okay. Iris Kislin? Here. Tiana Gresham?
Here.
Thank you. Tiana's here. Nicholas Trampa, I'm here. Amy Arsawala? No, not yet. Kevin McNeil? Is Kevin here? No. Okay. NBC?
Here.
Yes. And Mayor Philip Kramer?
Here.
Thank you. January Adams, our director, is also here. And I'd like now to open the meeting for public comment. Anyone who would any member of the public who would like to say anything at this point? You're on. Seeing none, I will close the first public portion of the meeting. Now I'd like to move on to discussion and approval of the minutes from the November 15th meeting. Has everybody seen the minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any discussion? With no discussion, I'd ask for a motion to approve the minutes.
I so move.
Iris, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
NBC has seconded. And now, just to do things in the proper order, let's discuss that motion. Is there anyone who would like to discuss the motion that was just made by Iris? Seeing no discussion, all those in favor, please signify by putting up their hands or saying yes or
Aye.
aye. Thank you.
Aye.
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 Tiana,
Yes, aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. I note that this motion has passed unanimously. January, would you like to give us your operations report first and then the financial report?
Certainly. I hope you noticed that we had two very nice comments from patrons that I started my report with. The ILS is moving ahead. In fact, we're even ahead of schedule, so that's good. The gallery roof, they came back on this December 12th to finalize the measurements. And also, we are at this time researching adding on the butterfly garden roof as a change order. It's in pretty rough shape, and in fact, it's got some deterioration on it. So what we're doing is we're researching it, and then I'll bring it to the board and see if we want to add it as a change order to the gallery project. The Adult Services Department had 50 adult programs that 728 people attended. Youth Services had 42 programs that 1,192 people came to. And the Winter Reading Challenge began for all three sets of people, teens, adults, and children, began on the 18th. And they continue to work on the Mettler Historical Room, and they're looking into going into the counties. The county has a large format overhead scanner that they want to use in the preservation of a map that they discovered in the collection. And I'll tell you, that room, it's like a magician's hat. You keep thinking you've seen everything, you've pulled everything out, and you keep finding stuff. And I guess I will conclude with the head of youth services wrote an article. You may remember I talked last month about the 1,000 books before kindergarten. That's going to be our article that's in the upcoming Franklin Times. So everybody should please keep an eye out for that. And that's it.
Thank you. Would you like to make any comments on your financial reports, which are appropriately in green?
You got it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
So I had questions about the telephones on both. They're at 66 or 67% and 95%.
That's the fax machine down at the branch.
I don't understand.
It's not a big budget item. It's a $300 per year budget item. So it might be that the payments.
Well, as I said to you, when I set up the branch budget, it's kind of, it was very hard to estimate what is going to happen with a new building. But the telephone, the line is for the fax machine, and it could be that I did not budget enough money for it. Okay. That could be why it's so high, why the amount is 94%. And I'll fix that next time around.
Yeah. As the president said, it's not a big budget item. Okay.
Any other comments or questions about the financial report? Okay. President's report, I do not have a report for this month. And so we'll go on to, we've each received in our packets some correspondence. Would anyone like to comment on these items? Does anyone else have any correspondence to bring before this meeting? This is easy. How about, is there any old business? No old business. Is there any new business?
Yes, there is, and I made a mistake. I left the new business off of the agenda. You have my apologies. And the new business was the resolution selecting a new lawyer for the board. That is in your packets.
Have you all a copy of the resolution, or shall I read it?
Yes.
We have it.
Yes, I should read it?
No, I mean, I read it.
Okay.
I read it too.
Well, it's a nice resolution naming a fellow, Douglas Zucker, of the Weiner Law Group as an attorney, and he works for, and this is not a, this is as needed arrangement that we will have with him at $185 per hour. He represents many libraries, so he knows library law in and out. He's given talks on library law, and I think he'll be very helpful to us. I have spoken to him. He even gave some free advice. Essentially told me I should not use my personal email for any library business. So I took his advice, and Bob helped me open a separate email account from the library. Would someone like to make a motion passing this resolution?
I so move.
I'm sorry, Iris. NBC had his hand up first.
Yes.
Okay.
However,
I'll second it.
okay, NBC has a motion to accept resolution 2023-5, and Iris Kislin has seconded it. Is there any discussion on this motion? Seeing none, those in favor of passing this resolution signify by somehow.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Tiana?
Aye.
Aye. This resolution has passed unanimously. Okay. Is there any other new business?
Yes, I'd like us to entertain adding some electric vehicle chargers to the southern branch. The building was designed to be charger ready. So the expense will be somewhat reduced because of that. And all I want to do is at the next meeting have a vendor that I met at League of Municipalities just kind of present to us what's entailed. Doesn't mean we're going to use that vendor. We'd have to go out to bid, I'm sure, but they can walk us through the beginning of it, tell us about whether we would want to charge, whether we want to make a profit off it, whether we want to do, just be a service out there, charge our costs for it. The township actually did it for free for a year at relatively minimal cost. But there's no chargers in the southern part of town, public chargers. So I think it would be a good service to the community, and people can come charge their car and then experience our library. So unless there's a major objection, won't commit us at all. I'll just try to get the vendors here for the next meeting.
That sounds great, because a lot of people are having these chargeable cars now, and they go really far to get them charged.
Yeah, well, my feeling on this is, I guess it's been a little over a year that that we made the commitment to the planning board that we would be as ready as possible, and in that end, we did put in a PVC pipe that goes under the sidewalk to the approximate position where a charger would be. My concern here is that charging of electric vehicles in general is still seems to be in a state of flux. So I think we have to learn more about this, and perhaps the vendor who comes can lecture us on the state of standardization. There seems not to be standardization yet. And the other thing we should probably do is investigate the availability of grants for this type of thing. I know it costs some money to put a charger in, but there might be some grants available, and the county does have a grantsman, or what do they call it? Grants person. Grant writer. Okay. So does anybody object to having this vendor come for our January meeting?
Not at all.
Not really. But
Okay.
approximately how many chargers are we thinking about?
Well, I'm thinking about one.
I'm thinking about 2.
More than
Two.
one. Yeah.
I think
least two.
Two would be fantastic.
I believe the 300 amps of the two panels we have will certainly accommodate two. Okay. Do we need a resolution to do this, or can we just go ahead and invite
For next month.
the vendor?
I don't
It's for
think we-
next month anyway.
I don't think we need a resolution. It's just
No.
an agenda item.
Yeah, you're just agreeing to have
Would you,
somebody to talk to you.
Would you volunteer to arrange to invite the vendor?
Yep.
And
Then I'll let January know so that
the
Bob
schedule.
can send out the Zoom link to them.
Okay.
yes, this can be done. Okay, fine. Is there any other new business?
Can I ask you, is it going to be free or is it going to be
Free.
That's for us to decide.
okay?
Let's learn more about it and then we can decide. What the
All right.
town did was for about a year, it was free to kind of get the word out there and promote it. And then we decided to charge our cost.
You have to.
How much does it cost to use it over there?
I don't actually know.
Okay.
They will tell us.
I tried to charge my iPhone, but I couldn't plug it in.
We charge very quickly.
It's
Actually, I
burnt
think
out.
the cost of the capital cost of putting it in might be considerable, which is why I mentioned that we might want to look for some grants. But the electricity is going to be kind of small, just as Mayor Kramer mentioned that his, and we're not going to be metering it. It's going to be hard for us to tell what it's actually costing us, but although maybe the charger will have a tally of kilowatt hours. So it's going to be a small cost, and I think if we could follow the township's lead by giving it a free year and see what happens.
I think another thing we should consider is it going to be 24 hours or is it going to be closed at certain time of the day?
Again, that's for us to decide.
Okay, so let those be noted. Maybe I might forget to ask those questions.
Okay.
Okay. Again, is there any other new business?
Oops.
I'd like to open the meeting to the second part of the public comment session. Is there anyone in the public who would like to speak? Seeing no one, I will close the public comment portion. Our next meeting is scheduled for January 24th, 2024. And I believe we will
Another year.
have elections. Is that right?
That's right. I was going to remind you, but you got it.
Any member who, well, almost any member who wants to run for office, please consider it. I believe that the superintendent's appointee cannot hold the office.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Iris, come on.
I so moved.
Iris has moved to adjourn.
Agnes,
And-
come on.
Second,
Good.
Agnes seconds.
Ladies first.
Discussion. Nice.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Year.
Yeah.
New Year.
And a healthy one. And anyone in favor of passing the motion signify by waving their arm or something, or saying yes or
Yeah.
aye. Okay, unanimously we have adjourned. Thank you all for attending.